Hey YouTube, what's up? It's your girl Imani, and this video is basically by the title. Basically short story. I'm not really sure if a lot of y'all know. Maybe some of y'all know. Maybe some of y'all don't even care. But I feel like I wanted to do a rant because of the fact that, you know, maybe it would make me feel better. So, basically I was working at these two places, and they was paying me good money. And one of the jobs, the management don't know how to talk to people, you know, correctly. They basically treat them like slaves because they figure that they pay them, you know, a certain amount of hour, and they could talk to them any kind of way they want to talk to them. So that was one problem right there for me to be like, I quit. Another problem was coworkers. I don't know about y'all, but when I go work somewhere, I'm not expecting them to be my friend. I'm not. But I am expecting them to give you respect just like you have to give them respect. You know, no matter what the position that they're in. You know what I'm saying? And there was another reason why I quit, you know. I feel like when you work somewhere, you should be respected as well as you got to respect everyone, you know. And I feel like this particular place did not do that, and it was too much going on for me, you know. Even though they was paying me good money, it was too much going on for me, and I couldn't, you know. And I know what you're thinking. Well, what about the last job? The last job that you worked at, you worked there for like, what, 11 months? And you put up with all that crap then. But it wasn't as bad as this place. Because the coworkers that was over there at the other place treated me with respect. It was just, I, you know, quit because, you know, the pay range, you know, because they was not paying me minimum range. They was paying me less than minimum range. So I quit that job because of that. The second job that I worked at was nothing wrong, nothing seriously, you know, nothing wrong, nothing, you know, nothing bad, nothing like that. The reason why I quit that job is because by the time I get home from my first job, the second job opens. And if you ever worked two jobs before, you know that's kind of hard to do, especially if you don't have a car, you know. And I recently talked to the manager out there at the second job, and she was telling me that I can get back on. She ain't had no problems putting me back on. She was putting me back on, but the problem is that the job is a temporary job. Put it this way. It's based on how busy you are. It is based on how busy the store is. So so what I'm assuming is if like it's 2 weeks left of tax season. So if the store isn't busy, you know, within them 2 weeks period, then of course they're gonna And I didn't want to do that. You know, I'm looking for a job that's gonna let me work during the year. So, you know. And yeah, so that's the end of my little rant. That's why I quit my two jobs. And yeah, if you like this little rant, press like, leave a comment or two if you want. And I'm gonna see y'all next time.